This is Hunter from around the world on $80, and today I'm going to be drinking wine.
Cheap, nasty, $5
wine.
The thing about traveling on $80 a day is you need to find ways to do the things you love, but cheaper, way cheaper. In each country I visit, I try to find the absolute cheapest alcohol beverage, whether wine, beer or spirits. Now you're probably thinking,
Hunter, how about you just don't drink at all?
That would make your measly $80 stretch further.
but then what's the point of living or traveling? I want to experience the different drinks that each culture has to offer. Now, I'm not saying don't ever drink good wine. Of course, it's okay to grab a decent Bollinger every now and again, but I'm talking about the daily stuff, the stuff you pour into your eyeballs at the end of a difficult day of, say, traveling around the world. Speaking of which, at the moment I'm in the town of Lewes in England, and what I'm going to do is wander on down to 3 supermarkets and choose the 2 cheapest red wines from each shop. That's 6 bottles under $5, which I'll taste test, and I genuinely hope by the end of this video there'll be at least one, please let there be one bottle of cheap red wine which I'll actually enjoy pouring into my eyeballs every day. Okay, let's go.
Let's start with Waitrose, which is described as a posh grocery chain beloved by Kate Middleton.
And now we're in the Waitrose wine section, and we're going to look around for something that's $5 or less. As I said, this is a high-end supermarket, so fingers crossed. So we couldn't find any bottles in the other section, so here's another area. I'm trying it now. Yeah, fail. Couldn't find anything for under $5, but there you go. It is a higher end supermarket, so let's try the cheaper ones now.
Now for Tesco, which is a mid-range supermarket aimed at the family.
Okay, now we're at the Tesco's red wine shelves. Let's see if we can find anything for $5. Because we failed to get 2 bottles at Waitrose, we're instead going to get 3 bottles at Tesco's and 3 bottles at Aldi. Let's go and pick the wines. Okay, we found the section which is cheaper. Maybe we're going to have some luck here. So we're kind of looking under £4. That'll be under $5. Can we see any? Here's one, £2.99. So that's very, very cheap. Okay, let's grab the first one here. Fruity red, £2.99. I'm feeling a little bit fruity. Gonna grab the Tempranillo now. Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. Super cheap. Now we're going to go for the British red wine. Let's see what that tastes like. Haven't had one of these before. It's going to be awesome, I'm sure. British wine. It's going to be good.
And finally, Aldi, a discount supermarket chain with a reputation for being cheap.
So this is the Aldi red wine shelves. So let's see if we can find anything for under $5. Okay, we've actually found quite a few here. Just a few dollars here, £2.99. Okay, coming in with the Shiraz. So these are the 6 bottles of red wines for under $5 that we brought home. Unfortunately, we didn't find any at Waitrose because they are an upmarket kind of shop and we're scum. So there was nothing for under $5, but we've got 3 from Tesco, 3 from Aldi. Let's get taste testing. We're going to start with the most expensive wine, which is $4.90, and work our way down to something that's even worse. This one I was originally looking forward to the most. It's a British wine, which is very rare. In fact, I'm not even sure if I had one of these in my life until I read the back, and I'm actually full of fear because of this. It says produced from imported grape juice. Let's say that again, imported grape juice. So what have they done? They've probably gone off to like Spain or something, brought in a whole bunch of grape juice, literally stuck in some ethanol and paint stripper, stuck it in a bottle and said, this is a British wine. So I am fearful of drinking this, but it is the most expensive. So let's give it a go. Before we get stuck in, this is a Silver Bay Point from Tesco, and it's a bit bizarre, it's only 8%. So not normal, kind of like 12, 13%, which is most wines. Let's see, maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised. This is the uncorking. It's actually a screw top. Voila. Let's see what this looks like first. Well, it looks like wine. Give it the smell test there. I confirm, it smells like wine. This is it. Cheers to British wine. Oh my God. That is literally grape juice. That is actually just grape juice, but put into a wine bottle. That is, it's drinkable, don't get me wrong actually. This is drinkable. I guess the market for this might be like 15-year-old girls or something like that. That's probably like a good market for this to aim towards. It's easy to drink, it is grape juice, and you literally think it's grape juice. Maybe they put colors into it to make it look like wine. I don't want a second sip. So I'm gonna rate each of these bottles out of 5. This is the one that is just, yeah, it's pretty vile actually, I don't know, but I'm gonna give this a 2. For balance, BBC balance, there has to be a second judge, so I'm bringing in an invisible camera lady. What do you rate this out of 5?
0.
0. Final score for the Silver Bay Point, 1. I've heard from the professional wine tasters that what you're meant to do is sniff grounds of coffee between each wine tasting to kind of reset the palate. So I don't have that, but I do have decaf instant coffee, so.
Reset.
Next up is a Grapevine Cab Sav from Spain, Aldi, and it's 12.5%. Don't forget, that's the most important number in the world. It's how much alcohol content is in here. This costs a massive $4.80. Let's twist this off. Let's have some now. And for my invisible second judge. Smells like wine, looks like wine. Cheers, second invisible judge. That's actually not bad, you know. I kind of serve that to guests. Not my favorite guests, but just guests. I'm okay with this one. I'd definitely give it a 3 out of 5. Invisible second guest.
I agree.
3 out of 5. Now we have another Grapevine, but this time it's Shiraz. I do like Shiraz, I have to say. Again, it's from Spain and Aldi, 12.5%, that magical number, that's the one we're interested in. And again, it's a massive $4.80. Let's uncork this, unscrew this. One for me, and one for the invisible second judge from the BBC. This is pretty harsh, I have to say, and I do like Shiraz, but this one, no. I wouldn't give this to my own worst enemy. Things would be so much better if this wasn't in my life. Oh, it's actually hurting my throat. Yeah. The Grapevine Shiraz, final verdict, well, this one's obviously going in the bin. So from me, this gets a 0. From the invisible judge,
0.
0. Final verdict, 0. This is going in the bin. Wine number 4, we have the Casa, or as we say in the UK, Casa Mana. Tempranillo from Tesco, Spain, 12%, the important number. And again, $4.80. Let's give this a go. The blurb on here says a hint of spice, so I'm expecting Madras. Cheers. Looks like wine, smells like wine. We're good. Yeah, pretty good actually. I don't mind this one. Now this one I'd even serve to average guests. Not the best guests, just the average, not the scum, but just the average guest. This is the one I would serve. I'm not sure, the aftertaste. The Casa Mania from me, I think it's about a 3. What do you reckon?
3.1.
3.1, final verdict, 3.1. Okay, getting near the end now. This is a Vineyard Fruity Red Tesco, 11%. 3. $5.80. And what I like about this, it says goes with pizza or pasta. So this is gonna be good. Oh, that's very light, that one. Interesting. It smells fruity, like a banana. That is the best yet by far. This is amazing, and yet this is the cheapest so far anyway. Oh my God, this would go to the best guest I ever know. If the Queen came round my house, this is what she gets. I rate this a 4. And finally, final bottle, we have the Baron St. Jean. It's probably pronounced Jean or something clever like that because it's wine. This is from Spain, Aldi, 11.5%, which is I like, and a massive $3.80. Let's give this a shot. This one says flavors of strawberry and cherry, so I'm expecting very fruity flavors. Let's see, because everything to me just tastes like wine. Cheers. Oh, I'm not sure. I thought this was okay at first, but there's a real bad aftertaste, like toilet. So toilet isn't my favorite thing to be drinking, so it's okay at first, then it's like actually that's the more you drink that, the worse it gets. This would just this is, I don't even want to give it to the plants because I would be killing them. I'll be a murderer of plants if I gave this wine to them. I'm going to give this 2 to the Baron St. Jean. So that's all 6 wines drunk. They were interesting. Surprisingly, the cheapest wine of all, for just $3.80, Tesco, was actually the best. So we gave that one a 4 out of 5. And then you get right down here, and unfortunately, the most expensive wine was only a 1. So yeah, thumbs up to the Vineyard Fruity Red Wine from Tesco for just $3.80, 4 out of 5. This is for the Queen.